Hey all, this is Dr. Arpana Chaturvedi. Today we will talk about the overview of Excel. So in this, we have to first of all understand why Excel remains an essential skill for study, business and career. With respect to this, when we talk about importance of Excel, the first importance is data organization. Excel help you to store, sort, filter and manage large amount of data set in a well organized structured way which is accessible easier to the users using the data in the Excel sheet. Second importance is analysis and visualization. Excel helps you to use formulas and functions available in Excel, pivot table to summarize the data and charts to discover the hidden insights which helps the user to give better decisions to the company. Third importance is automation. It helps you to save your time, to help you to reduce the repetitive work, redundant work with the help of formulas, macros and reusable processes. Excel is versatile in a sense that Excel can be applied across domains like finance, marketing, HR, supply chain, budgeting and project management. Excel also help you to collaborate with other co-authors or users or your colleagues in a company by sharing the workbook with others who all are also co-author of that file. It helps you to connect smoothly with all 365 tools. Excel helps you to customize and is very scalable as enables you to build solutions for specific needs and work with dataset ranging from the small dataset to very large dataset. The utmost importance of Excel is it makes you employable because you are able to inculcate the skills in yourself which makes you Excel proficient. It strengthens data handling ability of yours and helps you to give highly valued decisions to the users or to the companies and which helps companies to become better day by day and make their business much more profitable. So we can say that the Excel is very important tool because it helps you to organize the data efficiently, to analyze the data so that you can take better decisions, to visualize the information so that you can get the insights from the hidden pattern, to automate your task which helps you to save your time and to decide on a complex data to make your business more profitable. Now to look at the key features of Microsoft Excel, we can say that Excel is a tool that turned the raw data into very useful business insights using the formulas and functions available in Excel. The formulas and functions helps you to calculate the complex, you can say formula, complex expressions you can say, to analyze the complex data, large data and to automate your result. You can also use pivot tables which helps you to summarize the large amount of data and you can explore the large data quickly. Excel is also having a feature of charts and visualizations which helps you to reveal the hidden patterns and which helps you to compare the data so that you can take better decisions for a company. You can understand the high and low nodes of a company and accordingly you can decide what to do next. It is also having a feature known as conditional formatting which highlight the important values and exceptions so that looking at the table only you can get to know how the trend is going on, what all high and low nodes are there and what all exceptional trends or you can say values are there which help you to understand that what is going on in the data. It also helps you to validate the data. It controls your entries and improve your data accuracy so that there should not be any mistake from the user end, and you can make use of only those entries which are eligible and which are already tested and valid. It is also having one of the feature known as what if analysis, which help you to test the scenarios, which help you to forecast the values and take the decisions accordingly for future. Seventh feature is macros and VBA, which helps you to automate your repetitive tasks and helps you to design a workflow which can be run automatically later on in future n number of times. It is also having templates and trackers, and you can even design it to plan your projects with ready-made available structures, and these structures can help you to track your work, and the template can help you to design various, you can say, like you're having invoice template, you can use that and it will be like very beautiful template which is much more impressive and which will save you time also, which is already having predefined places which are according to the generic invoice which is applicable for a company to design. You can have your own template also, but there are so many number of pre-designed templates which can be used by you to save your time. Next feature is sharing and co-authoring, which helps you to collaborate and edit workbook together with all the co-authors who are working on the same worksheet and are being given permission to use that. 10th feature is integration and compatibility. So Excel allows you to connect with multiple files which are coming from multiple sources, multiple apps and multiple services. It accepts you to connect or allow you to connect in Excel CSV file, Azure file, SQL file, and you can analyze all the data when can be brought in Excel by cleaning it, transforming it, and then analyze it to take a better decision in a company. We can say that Excel helps you to organize, calculate, analyze, visualize, and automate the work easily. When we talk about the terminology, we have to understand, as when we communicate with the people, there is a common communication language. Both the people should know the same language and they follow that language only to communicate with each other so that the person who is in front of us understand well what I am speaking, and I should also be able to understand well what the other person is speaking. Similarly, in Excel, we have to understand that it includes some terms like workbook. Workbook is a collection of so many number of worksheets. It is similar to a notebook. As in notebook, there are so many number of pages. Similarly, Excel has a workbook which consists of so many number of worksheets. Worksheet is a collection of so many number of rows and columns wherein in the cell you write the data, and using cell only, which is an intersection of row and column, you perform calculations. You should know how to address the cell. To address the cell, wherever the active cell is lying, you have to name it by column name and the row number. You should know what is range formula. Range formula is something which tells that what all cells are there which are in continuity, and we mention the first cell and just use colon symbol, then go to the last cell. So whatever the range it is covering from, let's say C2 to C10 as mentioned over here, means that all the values which are lying from C2 and are available till C10 will be going to considered for summation. We should know how to use functions, like here you have used sum function. Sum is a function which performs summation of all the values which are being passed to that. So when we talk about functions, you have to follow the syntax which are pertaining to that function so that while using that function, you can interact with Excel in an appropriate manner. Pivot table is a table which help you to summarize the information, and macro is a concept which help you with the help of Visual Basic Application Language to store all the steps which we use in Excel, and all the steps which you feel that you have to use redundantly, repetitively, can be saved in macro. So it help you to automate your work. So we can say that once we know these all terminologies, we can effectively use Excel. It helps us to easily navigate within Excel because we understand it, we know its tools, we know what all features it is having, and we can apply all the features correctly. When we know the rules which Excel follows, the way we communicate with Excel, then only we can instruct to the Excel. So it creates a common language for teamwork, instructions, and professional discussion so that everyone in a team can understand it well. It builds a strong foundation for advancing learning, troubleshooting, and independent practice, and that's why you use it so effectively, and it is so much in demand. It supports accurate data entry. It helps you to analyze the data, report the data, and present it across business functions efficiently, which is also known as its data management skills. So if you know the term, if you know the rules and regulation, you can use Excel with full confidence. The various uses of MS Excel is data analysis, because Excel exports data-driven work across all the business, finance, marketing, HR, education, and it is also used in everyday operation. It helps you to analyze the data, to sort the data, to filter the data, to perform calculations, to summarize the information, and to analyze large data sets. It also helps in financial management by preparing budgets, forecast, financial modeling, variance report, loan calculator, loan amortization, and many more, wherein like break-even analysis, profit and loss statements, all different kind of financial management can be done with the help of Excel. You can create business reports because it supports visuals, and you can create clear reports using charts available in Excel. You can have your own dashboards which can be interactive also, and these all things you can do with the help of pivot table and pivot charts. You can simply enter the data and manage it also, because it helps you to store, organize, validate, and maintain large volume of structured data. It also helps you in project management because you can track your tasks, you can just look at the progress on your timelines, you can allocate the resources, you can look into that, you can do cost benefit analysis, you can see the deadlines and all. And at most important thing that is help you in educating yourself in this tool and learn this tool with much more efficiently. That's why we teach and tell you to practice all statistical, mathematical, and business concepts, because Excel is nowadays being used in your everyday operations. So we can conclude like that MS Excel is something wherein from raw data you can reach to that particular destination where you are able to take better decisions. When we talk about various components of Microsoft Excel, so these are the basic 16 components. First is title bar, which displays the workbook name and Excel application. Second is quick access toolbar, which provides one-click access to save, undo, redo, and choose your commands. Then is file tab, which opens the backstage view for new, open, save, print, share options. Then there is a ribbon tab which organizes commands under home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, and view. There is a ribbon tag which contains the command groups, and within that there are all relevant commands which are with respect to the tab which has been recently clicked. Name box always show the address of defined name of the active cell. Formula bar enables you to display and lets you enter or edit cell data and formulas. Active cell is the cell which is currently being selected and is always bounded with green borders and have a small rectangle at the bottom right corner. Row headings are some numbers labeled identifying all the horizontal rows. Column headings are always labeled by alphabets and identify vertical columns. Worksheet area is an area which is having a grid of cells used to enter some values, calculate those values and analyze the data. Sheet tabs are actually various sheets in which you work. You can add the sheet, you can rename the sheets, you can copy the sheet, you can move the sheet, or you can organize as per your need. Scroll bars are to scroll the view of a worksheet in a horizontal and vertical manner. Status bar always shows the status of a worksheet and some quick calculations like average, count and sum of the data which is there available in the worksheet. View buttons are having various views like normal, page layout and page previews. Zoom sliders helps you to increase and decrease the magnification of a worksheet. So this is the workbook wherein the sheet name is sales, which is right now active, and there are 3 number of sheet. First is sales, another is summary and third is dashboard. And you can see that each and area is being pointed to let you know where the title bar lies, 1, where the quick access toolbar lies, where is the file tab, where is the name box, how we say that this cell is an active cell where 75,000 is being written, what are row heading, what is a worksheet area which is a grid and having so many number of cells which are a combination of rows and columns. These are the 3 sheet tabs. Status bar where ready is written mentioning average, count and sum. Then here on the right hand side, this red color rectangular are ribbon tabs within which a particular ribbon is with respect to the home tab which is recently been selected. There is a formula bar where formula is being written B4 into 1250. These column headings are actually labeled with alphabets, right now pointed at J. The scroll bars to scroll and look at the worksheets, right? And the view buttons are having various views available. And here is a zoom slider which can increase and decrease the view of a sheet. So this is again another preview so that you can just see and just know what is lying where. I hope you understand the components of an Excel. In next class, we will see what are various dialog box launchers in Excel. Thanks for the day.